Hello everyone, my name is Esther. You're welcome to my channel CEO Dress. If you're new to the channel, thank you for stopping by. If you're a subscriber, thank you for joining us. So in this tutorial, we're going to be learning how to make this Ankara vest top. As you can see here, it has a waist belt at the back and it also comes with a bubble skirt which also have a waistband. If you're interested in learning how to make this, join me while we get started. So we're going to be making use of this Ankara fabric and this lining that you can see here. So this is what we're going to be using to make this dress, okay? Okay, so we're going to start drafting on our pattern for the top. And on my pattern paper, I'm going to draw a straight line at the top, which is going to serve as our shoulder line, okay? So after that, I'm going to come towards the side and mark about 2 inches all through. And I'm going to draw a straight line there. So this 2 inches is going to serve as the area where we are going to be fixing our button. So I'm just going to write a placket there, or like an overlap, not really an overlap, a placket actually. So after drawing a straight line there, I'm going to label it placket, okay? So after taking that, we are going to work on our vertical measurements. So we're going to be marking shoulder to the bust point, shoulder to the underbust, shoulder to the waist, and the shoulder to the full length of this dress, okay? So I'm not going to be working with the waist to hip. I'm going to be working with the full length of the dress, and that is exactly what I'm marking. So I'm using a shoulder to bust of 9.5 inches, the underbust 13 inches, and the waist 16 inches. After marking that at several points, I'm going to use a straight line to connect them, and I'm going to use my marker so that it's going to be visible, okay? Okay, so after done connecting these lines together, I'll label them, okay? I'll label them the bust point, the underbust, the waist. Okay, so I'm doing this so that we can be able to understand what we are doing by identifying the lines, okay? So for me to get the hem of the dress, I'm not going to be using the waist to the hip. I'm going to just use the full length, and that is me adding 6 inches below the waist, okay? 6 inches below the waist. So this is actually optional. You can use your waist to hip if you want it to come down to your hip length, your hip, the length of your hip. Yeah, you can do it that way. So this is totally optional. I just want to use 6 inches below the waist is fine for me, and that will be my hem, okay? The hem of the dress. I can also just assume that's the hip, okay? So after doing it this way, now you're going to come up to the shoulder area so that we can get our shoulder slope and the armhole curve, okay? So I'm going to mark my shoulder measurement divided by 2, which is 15 inches. Divided by 2 is 7.5. I marked it there, and from that 7.5 point I came down by 1 inch. Yeah, I marked 3 inches for my neck width, and for the neck depth I marked 4 inches. So after marking those points, I'm going to use my curve ruler to connect them together, okay? The 3 inches for the width and 4 inches for the depth, I'm going to connect them together with my curve, as you can see. Then I'll extend it down to this placket area. So after that, I'm going to connect that 3 inches point to where I mark 1 inch below the shoulder point I marked there for my shoulder slope, and this is because the shoulder is not straight. So now I marked 7.5 here from that point where I mark my shoulder slope, because I divided my bust point by 6 and added 1.5. It gave me 7.5. That is my armhole depth, okay? So after marking it, I'm going to use my marker to make it visible. This is what it looks, and the point where it stopped is going to serve as my chest line. So if you'll be watching my tutorials, you'll be familiar with this, okay? So if you don't get it very well, you can make it slow so that you can understand it. So I'm dividing that armhole depth into 2 equal parts. From the center, I came in by 0.5 inches, and I mark my bust measurement divided by 4 on the chest line. I'm working with a bust measurement of 36 inches, okay? So you can see the way I'm doing it. I'm connecting these 3 points together. The points where I marked my bust measurement divided by 4, where I came in by 0.5, and at the tip of my shoulder slant together. That was how I got my armhole curve. Now we're going to come to the waistline and mark our nipple to nipple measurement divided by 2. That is the bust dance. Sorry, the bust span. It is 7 inches divided by 2 is 3.5, and that's what I marked from the bust point down to the hem, and I'm going to connect it with a straight line. From the waist, I marked half of an inch on both sides of the line. Half of an inch on both sides of the line. You can use 0.75 if you are a bit bustier. So I use half of an inch, and I'm connecting it down to the hem. And I'm also connecting it upwards. So I came down a little of about 0.75 So I connected it from that 0.75 to the areas where I marked it on the waistline, and that is it there. So I'm going to divide my shoulder into two equal parts, mark the center and connect it to that bust point. Okay, this is me trying to cut it down to the shoulder area. I'm not going to be taking a dart there, but I'm going to be cutting it down at that point. Okay, it is actually optional. You can just go ahead and sew your dart on your part on your fabric like that, but I think this is okay. I smoothen the area up so that I'll avoid sharp points. Okay, now I'm using the body measurements, dividing them by 4. So I'm using an underbust measurement. Okay, so I divided the underbust measurement by 4, added the allowance of half of an inch which was there, and 1 inch for seam allowance. Same thing for the waist, divide the waist by 4, mark it there, add that allowance, and then add your seam allowance. Then the hem, I divided the hip by 4 and added seam allowance. So I'm using 1 inch seam allowance. You can use whatever allowance you want to use, okay? After doing that, I'm connecting them together from the bust point to the waist and the waist to the hem. Remember, you're also going to add your seam allowance on the bust area, okay? Okay, so mates, we're going to come to this hem area now. From the hem, I'm going to come up by 1.5 inches, and I'm going to be marking it there and connecting it to the dart leg there. Okay, this is just to create that shape. You don't want that place to be sharp and pointy, so we're going to use this to create this shape at that side. And then for this part, we're going to come to the placket area. Remember, we already connected the neckline there, so I marked 2 inches earlier before for that placket, but I want to reduce it to 1.5. So I'm going to come down for my waistline by 1.5 inches. You can use from your underbust or below your underbust or exactly on your waistline, but I decided to come down for my waistline by 1.5 because I do not want it to be too open at that point. So from that point, I'm going to connect it to the dart leg as well, okay? So after connecting it here, I want you to know that area where we have our placket is going to be where the buttons are going to be, the buttons allowance, okay? So now we're actually done with this part. I'm just labeling the front part so that we can tell when we are cutting it. So for the back piece, I'm just going to extend the paper to the other side of my paper. I've gone ahead to extend the lines. So this underbust line will not be needed because the back does not have an underbust. We are not using that. So I've connected the armhole just the same way I did for the front. I've connected the shoulder slope. But for the neck depth here, I'm not going to use 4 inches. I'm using 1.5. So after marking it, I'm going to curve it with my curve ruler, okay? So at this point, I've gotten the neckline, the armhole, and the line, the vertical measurement. So we're just going to go ahead and impute that. So from the waist, we are going to mark our bust span, which is 3.5 inches from that point to the chest line. That is from the chest line to the hem, and I'm going to connect it with a straight line. So after connecting it, I'm going to mark half of an inch on the waistline, and I'm going to connect it to the hem below, and after that I'll connect it to the bust point, that is 1 inch below the chest line. So you can connect it to your chest line or you just connect it to 1 inch below the chest line. It's still okay, but I always like to come down from the chest line by 1 inch, okay? So just like we did for the front pattern, I'm going to divide the shoulder into two equal parts. I'm going to mark it there, and I'm going to connect it to the point there, the bust point. So after connecting it, because it's going to look sharp, I'm going to use my curve ruler to blend it in again, okay? You don't want to have any sharp points. So after doing this now, we'll impute our body measurements by dividing them by 4, adding the dart allowance, and adding our seam allowance. We do this for the bust point, the waist, and the hip. So mind you, I'm using a waist measurement of 29 inches. The hem, I'm using 38 inches, and the bust is 36 inches. So after doing this, I'm going to connect them with my ruler, okay? Okay, so after connecting them together with our ruler, we're going to work on the hem area just like we did for the front piece. So we're going to come up by 1.5 inches at the side of the hem, and we're going to connect it to the dart leg. So after doing this, we are actually done with this part, okay? We're going to be working with that new line, and now we're going to just label it the back piece. So we already have our front and back piece. We're going to go ahead and cut it out. Okay, so at this point, if you're finding this tutorial very helpful, please do not hesitate to give us a thumbs up, share our videos, and also subscribe to our channel if you're new to the channel. Thank you guys. So if you have any question, any part you do not understand, or anything you want to ask, please leave it in the comment section, okay? And I would advise that you watch me while I'm cutting it so that you can be sure that you are cutting the right thing and not making any mistake. Okay, so while I was cutting, I just realized that I did not cut the area for the placket. Remember that it was 2 inches I used earlier, then I marked 1.5 inches, which I decided to use. I did not cut it out, so I'm going to be cutting it out soon. Okay, so at this point, you're actually done cutting this. This is what it looks like, the front and the back for the both side, that is center front, center back, side front, side back. So this is the fabric we'll be using for the bubble skirt. This is what it looks like. So I went ahead to cut it for a length of 22 inches. So I'm working with a length of 20 inches actually, but I added 22 inches because of the lining. So for the width, I measured my hip measurement times 4. I'm working with a hip measurement of 38 inches and I multiplied it by 4. So I'm cutting it. What I have here is actually 77 and it's on a fold. It's doubled. That is 77 times 2, which is about, I think, 154. So that should be enough for my bubble. Okay, and for the width, it is 22 inches. Okay, so if you look at it, this is me. I turned it the other way for us to be able to see the width. So for the lining, I have 18 inches length. Okay, remember I said we are using 20 inches, but I reduced it by 2 inches, so we made it 18 inches, and for the wideness is about 50 inches. So what I did is that the hip measurement of 38, I added 10 inches for ease because it's not meant to be fitted, and then I also added 2 inches which I'll be using for my zipper allowance at the back. Now I've turned it to the side so that you can see the length. You can see that the lining is shorter than the fabric. The lining is 18 inches and the fabric is 22. So by the time you are folding it in 2 inches like this, you'll be having the 20 inches length that I initially wanted. Okay, so you can see it here. So that is how you're going to cut it out. So after cutting it, you're just going to keep it aside for now so that we can work on the first part. So at this point, the tutorial is actually quite long and I decided to share it into 2 parts. Okay, so remember I told you that this part I forgot to mark the 1.5 inches for the placket, so I'm going to mark it, connect it with a straight line, and I'm going to cut it out. Okay, so mate, after cutting it out, I'm just going to transfer it to the fabric. Okay, so because the tutorial is quite long, I decided to split it into 2 parts. So this is going to be the cutting part, and I'll be posting another video which is going to have the sewing part of this tutorial. We're going to be making the vest top and the bubble skirt there. So at this point, we are done with this tutorial. If you find this tutorial very helpful, please do not hesitate to give us a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and even share our videos. You can also follow us on our social media handles on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook, so you can see what it's looking like where I've already gone ahead to cut it out. So stay tuned because the next video is going to be coming out very soon. Thank you guys for joining me. Thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. Please do not hesitate to leave a comment there. If you have any question, please ask. If you have anything you want to say, please let me know in the comment section. Thank you for watching. See you guys in my next video.